Hello snowboarders of the internet, I'm your host Avran LeFeber, and in this video we're going to be reviewing the Borealis Drakkar. If you are shopping online, you're looking for affiliates, we have links down in the description below for every product mentioned in this video. This board features Borealis's powder camber, so that's rocker in the nose and then camber throughout the rest of this board. That camber section is going to give you all the load, pop, snap, and drive, while that rocker in the nose is going to give you ease of entry in and out of turns, as well as more optimal powder float. This board is only available in a 158. I rode this board at Copper Mountain on a day that was basically powder. There was just powder on top of powder on top of powder. It started out light and fluffy, and as it warmed up during the day, it got a little bit heavier. The groomers were powder. Off the groomers were powder. The wind, non-existent because there was just powder. It was just coming straight down. And I used my Rome Black Label bindings and my K2 Thraxis boots. This board is on the stiffer freeride side, but it's not a full-blown plank. You just got to be aware that, it's going to take a little more effort to drive this thing, and it is directional with its flex. With that rocker in the nose, that's going to be the softest section of the board, and right where it meets the camber back, it progressively stiffens up, and then outside the rear insert pack, that is the stiffest section of this board. There's a lot of power coming out of this tail. Torsionally, it's very responsive, so when you go to ankle steer this board, it's very quick to rebound. You are going to feel it, and that kind of adds to the stability of this thing. This board is smooth. At speed, any little chatter you get is completely killed off before it hits the front foot. You get into rutted out terrain, you got two things that are going on. If it's a little softer, this board is just gonna climb right on top of it and float. If it's a little firmer, it's gonna smash through it and just keep on going. While the board is lively, it's still very, very damp. You don't feel that kinetic energy coming up underfoot. Ollies and pop. The camber is slightly set back on this board, especially with that rocker in the nose, and you do have to load it up. If you're riding at speed, you won't notice that you're actually loading up. If you're going slow, it takes a little bit more effort. When you roll back on the tail, there's a carbon X in there, and you engage this, and it rebounds. This board will boost you to the moon. So send it off any roller, pop any pillow. Don't worry about using little Timmy the fat skier as a lawn tramp, because when his dad turns around and screams at you for what you're doing, you're already over his head and squashing little Sally. This board will get you in the air. Need you to do something for me. Give this video a thumbs up. It's right there. You know you want to. While you're down there, if you haven't already, remember to subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications. That way you're not missing any of the programming we've got coming out for you. You're gonna be buttering and pow with this thing. The tail, yeah, okay, high speed wheelies, have fun with that. With the nose, you're gonna be popping a 180, and you're gonna pop hard, and you're gonna press hard, and it's still gonna be soggy. It's gonna fight you the whole way. You're gonna end up muscling around. This board, really not made for it. It's designed to go fast, haul ass, leave trenches, spray. There's families of fat skiers. That's what this board is made for. This board will leave a trench. You can lay it over. It's nimble edge to edge, but there's a ton of power out of it. So when you really push into the camber and drive it off the tail, you're gonna snap out of that turn. Short, tight, quick carves, you notice that there's a lot of power from the torsional flex of this board. When you get into a medium mellow carve, it locks in and it holds, and it gives you that power out of it. Now, when you go to lay a trench, you can lay a trench and just trust that this board will grip and rip. Rider in mind, this board is for the resort powder rider that knows they'll spend some time on a groomer when they're just cutting around to their favorite stash and they want a board that will carve. Like what we're doing over here? Want to support us further? Swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP and become a member. Sure, I could tell you more here, but I got a video over there that explains it so much better. This board is a blast. I mean, it's got a ton of power out of that tail, so that really helps you boost when you load it up. The only time that I had any problem popping with this was in some really heavy flat snow. I was just trying to porpoise along and keep my speed. Fought me a little bit. But if it was light and fluffy and a little bit steeper, I was gonna be able to pop it. Getting it on a groomer, yeah, they were covered in pow. I could still lay a car if this thing locked in. Like I said, this thing is a blast. Yeah, it's a little bit stiffer. You gotta ride it a little more assertive, but it's good. It's very, very good. Comparable boards: the Jones Stormwolf, the Salomon Fastlane, the Arbor A Frame. Recommended bindings: the Rome Katana Full Wrap, the Jones Mercury, the Ride C8. All right, this has been my review of the Borealis Drakkar. Some of you are probably asking, what the hell is a Borealis? It doesn't matter. I've got other reviews of them. Go check it out.